like my sister. We're planning for me to go to Rome sometime.
They're both really smart and really nice and easy to talk to. Feels like having an extra brother or sister.
I didn't know what to do after high school because I'm like done with high school in Belgium, and I didn't know what I wanted to study, so I decided to take 1 year off. And I love traveling, so that was like a really good opportunity to travel for like a full year and experience different culture and stuff. So that's pretty much why I decided to go in the next year. It went pretty easily. Like, adapting to the rules was pretty easy because I don't have much rules at home, and here I have like a bunch of them, but they're like normal for me, like that's how I have been raised, so it was pretty easy to follow them. The first time I had kind of a problem with the curfew because I'm not like used to have a curfew, but after that like it went pretty easily, and I really get along with my host mom. She's like my best friend, and my whole siblings are like my siblings. I can get really pissed at them, but I still love them. So that went pretty easily. Like I feel like I have always been with them.
Why? Because we are exchange students, so we kind of understand each other.
I wanted to come here as soon as I can because I wanted to live this experience like forever. And it was kind of a like anxiety and that feeling that you want to be here and share and have a new experience and learn new stuff, meet new people. So it was kind of weird feeling. But once you're here, then you think it's worth it. Well, the first thing, I don't know. I was just too excited that the same night they gave me the host family, I called them, and I didn't even speak English well. So I tried to speak to them, like, hey, so, I didn't even know what to say. I was really excited.
It's been great, lots of fun. Definitely different, but I really like it. It's just a lot bigger, and Christmas it was so different, and it was weird to not be with my family yet. It was a lot of fun. I got to hang out with my family and host family, and it was fun to experience Christmas here.
I expected like to be in a big city, but I ended up in a small town. But actually, like, we're a lot better to get along with people in there, so it was a very good experience.
Why?
Because smaller cities have smaller schools, and all people know each other and have better relationships with each other, and like you can meet all of these people and become very close to them, which is different than when you're living in bigger cities.
I feel like I met most of them. I mean, I don't know what I expected when I got here, but it's a lot different than I expected to. I just expected to get an awesome experience, and I definitely felt that. In the beginning, it took a little time to adjust, but over time it got really good, and I really liked it.
It's great. Well, I come from a big city, and the first time I saw where I was going is McCall, and it's like I don't know, 2,700 people. I'm like, oh my god, this is so small. And then I came here, and it's so great. Like, living in a small community really gives you the opportunity to meet a lot of people. And like, like spread your culture. I did lots of activities and it was great actually. I really enjoyed it. Well, I went to the middle school and the elementary school in McCall and did like dance classes for the little kids. And yeah, like most like salsa and like Colombian dances. I don't know, I hope both. Well, we really had a lot of fun and like, well, in that small community, like people really don't know where your country is and they didn't even know it was in South America or something like that. So it was just fun to teach them something new and they really enjoy it too. So it was fantastic.
The way they like educate people, like it's really different from Korean. They teach like why it like especially like in math, why it became like this. Students like really understand why it became like that. And but like in South Korea we just it is like that, so just memorize.
Pretty much. I don't know, like you look at like a TV show or movies and see like schools will lock, like people with lockers, using lockers, or like prom or other dances and cheerleaders. Yeah, and that's basically what I found in my school.
Okay, so they say I'm a youth ambassador. What is the function of this exchange program? To create mutual understanding, and I feel like I am sharing my culture with American culture and vice versa. American people are sharing their culture with me, so I'm being part of this entire huge cascade of events that's going on. So that's how I feel like I'm being part of this huge program, no matter how small contribution I do for it.
That Americans are just awesome. They're like they go to speak to talk to people even if they don't know them. In the hallway at school, they're gonna smile to you and say hi to you even if you don't know them and you never talked to them before. And it's the same with people in stores or in fast foods. You talk to them and they're gonna be friendly right away, and it's really different than friends.
A lot of experience. Like the different culture and a different school system. I think even like I left more as a kid and getting home more as an adult. How I think now is different too.
I'm an ambassador, but first I'm an ambassador of myself and not of my country. Well, I come here, but all I have to give is the best I can give for myself. All I have to be is being myself, and I don't really have to think about what people think about my country and stereotypes and stuff. I'll just show myself and people can get what they want.
Meeting my second pros family. They are great, they are awesome, they are fun. But they are always encouraging, they are always supporting you, they are always with you, they care about you.
I would tell them to be prepared to ride a roller coaster with highs and lows. And those lows will be hard, but those highs will be the best part of this year. And they will remember them for the rest of their lives.
I would tell them not to hesitate just 1 second. If sometimes you just have just a little thing that tell you that you want to go abroad and they're not sure because they're afraid of the culture differences and everything. but I will tell them do it because it will be the best 10 months of your life.
To adapt to what you find. Go, I guess, work, like maybe you've been educated somehow, but you find a whole other culture. You can bring some part of yourself to it, but you have to adapt to the way they are.
Trust your coordinator because it's a really important person while you're here, and trust your host parents.
I believe so. Too many people say kind of weird stuff about your country just because that's what they see in advertisements. There's not much difference between. The basic purpose of this program is to share love and like create a mutual understanding between two countries. So that's how when you share your culture, when you have to do one thing, so you try to do it as best as you can. In YES program, it's mandatory for all of us to present our country as much as we can, and we have to take part of every event that we can to share our culture with others. So that's why in the November we gave our presentations for the country, and we gave in the school, so everyone came to know that what India is. They didn't know anything about that. So on that day, everyone knew about my country, and then I got to know much about what they think of my country. So it helps a lot in understanding between two countries. People ask me questions, do you guys travel by camels? I'm like, no, we don't have camels anymore. Stereotype. Yeah, we are just like travel like this. So it helps a lot, like when you clears your misunderstandings with them, like no, it's not like this, it's all changed now. And then I got to know more about them, because when I came here, I was just thinking about New York and California, like how America is. But when I got here, it's not everywhere. America is not just like New York and California, it's more than that.
They can understand my country more than they got to know before. Yeah, I still do it.
Oh yeah, it's worth it.
What makes it worth it?
The difficulties are worth it because after all you're gonna live awesome moments with your host families and with your friends, and even if you have to change family, it's not a big deal. Well, you have to make all the procedures and everything, but it's not a bad thing because it always ends up being a good thing.
I have no idea because that's gonna be really hard. Because I've been living with them every day since I'm here, and I love them so much. I really don't know.
I think I will make some Thai food for them. Write some card to give them.
I'm still thinking about like any choice that I can meaningfully say thank you.